Welcome again to CountdownRevival.com. Today is Friday, December 7th, and we just came in from Loganville, Georgia, where we had a great revival meeting there at the Corinth Baptist Church. It was a blessing to be around my good friend of over 20 years, Pastor Don Richards, and we thank God for faithful people who've stayed with it and preached the gospel and stood on the Word of God in one place for over 40 years. We're grateful also to have seen many of our good friends from Forest Hills Baptist Church and other churches around the area. And each night the altar was full. People were responding to the Word of God, and we appreciate the good hand of God upon Corinth Baptist Church in that part of the South. Last night I preached on why we must win souls. From the book of Matthew chapter 9, the Bible said that Jesus, when he saw the multitudes, was moved with compassion on them because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. With a broken heart, he began to cry out, "The harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest." The last point of the message was the fact that we should win souls because of the lake of fire. The fact that there is a place called hell. The fact that the Bible said in Revelation 20 and verse number 15, "And whosoever was not found in the book of life shall be cast into the lake of fire." Clearly, God teaches us that there's a place where there's weeping, wailing, gnashing of teeth, a place of outer darkness where men will seek death and never find it. We must reach out to a lost and dying world. We must use the wonderful spirit of Christmas in this great time of the year to reach out to those who desperately need Christ, who desperately need to hear that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. In the Middle East and around the world, there are events unfolding right now that ought to be of great alarm and concern to the people of God. We see what's happening in Israel. We watch as Syria is now loading up canisters full of deadly nerve gas to drop on those people in that nation. We see the mobs that are crying out in Egypt and other parts of the Middle East. And we know that that boiling pot is about to explode as God is beginning to fulfill his word there and around the world. As we look at America and the recent events and the sad news of Hurricane Sandy, how that many are homeless even to this day. As we watch America rapidly approaching the economic cliff, this fiscal cliff that will fall over soon in a few weeks, we must know that God is trying to do something and God is trying to get our attention. In the book of Haggai, chapter 2 and verse 6, God said, "Yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land. And I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts." God made it very clear that there'd be a day when he was going to shake this world. I remember in May of 2011, as Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the joint sessions of the Senate and Congress here in the United States. He made a powerful speech about the nation of Israel and how that God is shaking things and God is shaking this world. Years ago, we had a beautiful German Shepherd dog that gave birth to a litter of pups. We had one puppy that was obstinate. He wouldn't listen. He kept running away from the litter, and the mother would go over and bring her back again. One day as I watched and observed, that little puppy, that little mischievous pup began to run away. The mother grabbed the little pup by the nape of his neck and shook him, brought him back, and set him down in the litter. Did you know after that shaking, he never ran off again? I wonder if God is trying to shake us up in order to get our attention in these last days, to get us focused on the work of God, to get us focused on a needy and dying world, to get us focused on getting the gospel out before it's forever too late. This week, will you try to find someone who needs Christ? Find someone as you're Christmas shopping, as you're preparing for the holiday. Would you find somebody who's lost and lonely and needs Jesus in their life? Pray for revival. Pray for America. Pray for the world and for Israel and for the hand of God upon this nation one more time. Until next week, may God richly bless you. We'll look forward to speaking to you again.